And when I'm old and I've had my fun, I'll sell my inventions so that everyone can be
gorilla.
Everyone can be
Gorilla.
And when everyone's
Gorilla.
no one will be.
Guilty Gear Strive is the 800th installment of the long-running fighting game franchise that progressively gets worse or better, depending on who you ask. Finally coming out after 2 delays and a whole pandemic, it's finally time to smell the game and see if it needs to be kicked to the curb.
That is bullshit!
Alright, let's get the elephant out of the room right away. The online lobbies are broken. This was a major issue in the last 2 open betas, and it seems that Arxis just sat around for those extra months of delay, ignoring that and putting the final touches on the story mode that almost nobody's gonna play. While the lobbies are much better than what they were during the beta, frequent disconnects and crashes are still common, and the disruptive ranking system breaks the best of 3 format that they have. Despite these massive issues, I'm not going to take any points off, because guys, let's face it, we live in an age where games are a service, and this can all be patched and fixed down the line. Speaking of which, there's no point in trying to cover the balance of characters in a review like this, because like I said before, everything can become completely invalidated in just a few months' time. For example, at the time of the recording, Sol, Mei, and Potemkin are considered very strong characters, while Afro Samurai over here is considered pretty weak.
Hey, can't you give a brother a break, yo? Can't you see the man's down? What about honor and fairness and shit?
But who knows, I mean, come EVO 2022, we might have a top 8 with Nagoriyuki domination. I've so far been playing Patient Zero Faust and kid-friendly Ino, with slightly more time spent on Ino since my history shows that picking the big, evil villain usually works out for me, even though Ino certainly isn't big. Well, at least not anymore. Patches and character shakeups are going to be commonplace for the lifetime of this game, but what can't really change leads us to the next topic. Overall, I don't really have a strong opinion on the mechanics. It's definitely more streamlined than the previous titles, which is good because you don't have to memorize a laundry list of combos, unless you're someone like me who played Jacko to avoid that. The wall break mechanic is there to help new players escape the corner, while the attacker can use it to get a bit more damage off their combo. It's definitely a style mechanic, but you can also stop your combo just before the wall breaks to keep them in the corner, which, depending on your character, is either an advantage or a disadvantage, because once you go through the wall, you return to neutral. The Roman cancel system is overhauled, so it has a lot of different uses in different scenarios, and the counter system slows down time so you can easily tell when you have the opportunity to do a big punish. And it even distorts the music, which I think is a nice touch. Which masterfully segues into music has always been one of the strongest attributes of the Guilty Gear franchise, and Strive delivers, mostly. Some songs are real good.
Never-ending round, forgot what I want. Never held my heart to me. That's why I go forward, don't look back. I can't believe in the path I'm on. Faith, pride, so what do I have to feel? Under the same empires, never stop, just go. I don't care how many more gotta get.
Others are just awful. Look, I love 80s hair metal, so a lot of the songs in the game are right up my alley. And yes, I like May's theme, unironically. Disaster of Passion is peak pop rock, and growing up in the early 2000s, Well, it was all about the pop and all about the rock. But you know, Birthday Train is still in the game, so everything's cool on that front. Overall, Strive is a pretty fun game. I'll complain about the characters now, but when the nerfs come rolling in, I'll probably complain about something else. When I was able to actually get in a match, I had a good time, and the holy blessed rollback netcode means I will be lag-free forever. Would I recommend Strive? Yes and no. No for the immediate, because the game still needs some patches and tweaks to fix the issues that I mentioned previously. But once those are all sorted out, then yes, I would highly recommend this game. If you're new to the FGC and you're trying to find a good place to start, Strive is the game made just for you. If you're a veteran though, Strive is also still a pretty good game. It's not going to be as complex as the old games, but there's still some enjoyment to have here. Overall, I give Guilty Gear Strive a 4 out of 10. Where's Justice? Where's Raven? Where's Jacko? You guys really dropped the ball. Get out of here.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society, so instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. Heaven or hell. Eno versus Potemkin. Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap.
またお相手してる。